do believe there's tunnels under Sandbach. Where they are and why they're there, that's for you to find out. My name's Ike Wilson. I'm 84. When I moved here in 1969, I didn't know much about the place when I first came, but I know a lot since. You learn a lot, you know, from people, talking to people. You learn more about Sandbach than you knew before. Yeah, it's a nice town. It's an old town. Everybody knew everybody. I lived on what was called then was Dingle Bank, or I think some people call it Well Bank or Crown Bank. Some people called it as well. I just lived. The local people went to the pub and did the shopping and did a lot of family stuff. But lots of time was spent renovating a house, digging in the hall, digging the tiles off, and I disappeared. I fell into a hole. I didn't know where I was, so I had to go and get a ladder to get me out of this. Well, it looked like a cellar because it was brick arched, but I'd broken through the bricks because the bricks were rotten. The cellar went towards the back of the house, which I would think would have been the entrance to there was under the stairs. So the steps down from under the stairs into that, and then it came towards the front door, and then it was all solid, bricked up with stone and bricks and stuff. So what was beyond the wall, I don't know. But there was some talk about a tunnel straight through across Hawke Street. We'd heard about a tunnel from the old lady next door. My wife went in to tell her that daft so-and-so's fallen through a hole in the floor into a cellar. And she said, oh, right, when they dug the road up, there's a big hole out there as well. They dug the whole road up because it's a nice cobble street, beautiful cobble street, and they dug it up and then put tarmac on it. They could have dug through a tunnel. It could have just been a hole. I don't know. If it was a tunnel, my assumption was it was one of the priests' runs where the priest used to come from the church to a pub and come up the steps into a secret area and just drink and go back again. There was talk about several of them on Hawke Street, what we've got little pubs. From my own research about priests and drinking, a lot of pubs around the country used to have these tunnels from the church down the steps and through a tunnel to the nearest pub. And they used to sit in a little cubicle where nobody could see them and have a drink and then go back. Because the priests weren't supposed to drink in those days. I would imagine it would have gone along Hawke Street and maybe branched off to what was a little house on the right and the old building that's been pulled down and the dentist is there now. With the tunnels, I think there needs to be more and more information found out about them, what they were used for, and find a definite answer to it, because everything's just on hearsay. I think it's the groups of people that are going to drive it forward and put it into more public knowledge. That's how it should be, but people have got to give them, the groups, more and more information if they can. One of the key things is getting it out to the Sandbach people. May just take people's mind and think, oh yeah, I remember this. And it just jogs people's mind, especially the older ones who's probably forgotten all about them anyway. When you're talking about something, it brings in strings from other things. You keep pulling bits in all the time. to create the picture. And I think a lot of older people have got the knowledge, but they don't know you want it. The other information you've got tied up will probably tie everything together bit by bit. It's like a jigsaw puzzle of tunnels, isn't it?